What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Shania, and you don't know I'm back with another video. As you can see, it's a different scenery here today. Today I will be making seedlings of what we have here called corn, out from Jamaica, corn. And then we have beet root, straight out of Jamaica. Okay. Right here we have a few ackee seeds, in which I'll be placing them in an individual pot like this. Just nice and simple. But for the beetroot and the corn, I will be putting it in the seedling tray. This is what you call a seedling tray. It has around 50 individual holes in which you would fill it up with soil. For this, I'm going to use potting soil. Some people use the soil literally around their house, in which I don't recommend, because for these type of seeds to catch, they need something light to give them the push and start with. So here is the corn seeds. This is what the corn seeds look like. Hopefully this 50, unless I'll have to get another pack. This is what the beetroot seeds look like. So with the beetroot, you'd put like 2 or 3 of these pebbles rather than one into an individual slot. So I'll show you the potting mix that I'm using. It's from Jolly Garden. It's called Proline. It's from Jolly Garden. It's called Proline, which I'll take you into the process of this. So you could even try this at home, become your own farmer, and construct your own eating items rather than depending on the supermarket to probably supply you food wise. So I'll get started with this set. This would probably be the corn, and this would probably be the beetroot. And then I'll show you all some little seedlings that I have as well, in which I've recently caught beetroot within a week. So yeah, let's get right into it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe in order to see the progress of this farming and to keep in touch with what I'm doing next. Maybe something exciting that you all might enjoy. So let's get right into it. As you can see, this is very light. This is a very light soil. I enjoy doing things like this because it passes time, and it's just such amazing to watch something grow. It's almost like you having a child and you're watching them grow into different stages that you were once were. So it's almost the same thing here with farming. You just enjoy to see the progress and what you reap from it as well. Whatever you sow, you reap. So it's just so enjoyable to keep watching and Yes. For those that may probably have questions, feel free to comment. I could see my best in answering the question as it relates to farming. And what would you like me to probably plant next? That'd be something interesting. What would you like to see me catch next? For those of you who don't know, I'm from the Cayman Islands, Grand Cayman. So we try our best to, well, we heavily had rely on imports, and our country still do. But as a young Caymanian, I'm trying to my best to try to grow what I eat, so I could also sell it and benefit others, and show them that you can do these things at home and you can have local produce that is also good. So yeah, this is what the seedling tray looks like completed. And then sometimes you'll do this so that it sits well in there. Just slam it down. As you can see over here, the holes are going down. That means it's sitting well in it. Some of these are still full, but that's fine as well. It has to be perfect. So I'll do the same over here. As you can see over here, it needs a little bit more. Yeah, and what I normally do is I just have a regular water bottle, and I should bore holes in it, but I think that would be hard to find something to bore a hole in it right now. But give me a minute, I'll be right back. Hope you enjoy the view. So at this point, I'm just going to use a nail. Any size nail would work. And just bore in the bottom of this so I can get some hole, because you have to be careful with the amount of water that you're leaking and pouring on these delicate plants at the moment. It's almost like a baby bottle. You don't want to make the hole too big unless the baby will suck too much milk or water at one time. So it's like the same thing with this. When it comes to feeding this, you gotta ensure that the hole isn't too big. You might be just throwing the bottle there, but at least for the most part I got 2 holes in. So let's see how it looks. So yeah, because this soil is so dry, so at this point I'll just be wetting up the holes as much as possible. So yeah, I just roughly have 2 holes bored, so this looks like this is enough. For those that probably have a watering can, that could work as well. But for me, I just quickly getting together something here, so I don't have a watering can, unfortunately. Maybe one of you all could sponsor me one. That'd be exciting. So I'm gonna get more water because I think that this needs a little bit more. And at this point, you could use literally anything that probably has a fine tip to bore a hole. You could even use a nail head. But for me, I'm going to use my finger Yeah, I don't get my nails done for many reasons. Here, having to work in your yard, so for now I'm gonna use my finger and just go like that. Top each hole so that I can bore each hole. Not to mention, today is actually a beautiful day outside. The sun is out, the sky is nice and blue, so it's a perfect day to sow these. So let me show you a quick preview of what the holes look like. Haven't used my finger. So you see they're not that deep or anything. So yeah, this is it here. Alright, let's get right back into it. So, I'm going to sow the beetroots. As I said, these are the beetroot seeds. They're very fine. I'm going to open this. Pour out a few in your hand there. Close up. This is what the seeds look like. Where did that turn? Yeah, I'm going to put 2 in each hole. This literally doesn't take much time, so I think you should have a problem preparing something like this in your backyard. For those that love to go outside and work in their yard, yeah, you just get yourself a seedling tray and do as follows. Hopefully this video is giving you enough insight and instructions as to how to do it. I hope that you enjoy the video, and like I said earlier, subscribe, comment, what would you like me to try planting next. That would be exciting. I'm willing to take you all on the journey with me as long as I can. So yeah, pretty much 2 seeds per hole should be okay. Sometimes my hand is a bit heavy, so I get more than 1 in one hole, but it's pretty much fine. Just short of 2 more. So as you all can see, I have more remaining, and I could probably use this in another video in another time. Because as these start bearing or close to bearing, I'm going to start another pot, so you just have them keep constantly coming. Because with beet root, you have to literally pull up the whole beet plant, so you can't really reuse it. You have to pull up the whole beet plant. You could trim off the leaves and use them for salads or whatever, juice, and the same goes for the fruit itself. You could use those for drinks, anything. So at this time, I'm going to use my finger and cover the holes back gently. You don't want to sow them too deep because they're going to take longer to come up and sprout. So 1 centimeter is fine. Keep it close to the top as much as possible. And if you're concerned, it will have proper rooting system. It's just that you can't sow it too deep. It'll take longer to come up and sprout. So yeah, I pretty much almost finished sowing these. And I'm gonna do one last water before I put it away. So I got my bottle again, and I'll just do one final water. We should be good for the day. At this point, I'm gonna remove this out of the way so we can focus on the next batch, which is the corn. Yes, this seedling tray is gonna mainly be corn. Like I said, these are the corn seeds. I'm gonna